game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hey everybody, we're coming to... Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Rockets, right now 6th in the conference. They want to keep improving. And of course the Trailblazers, 7 games behind.
Checking out Portland, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Inside we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And for Houston, Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Josh Okogie is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. So it's Portland now, after the basket by Houston. Back to Holiday. Portland moving it around. Clock at 6. Klingon with a screen. Here's Sharp. Okogie pulls down the board.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option then.
Durant against Avdia. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Holiday, that one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, well, that's a veteran move by Holiday. Take what they give you.
Back to Thompson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now let's check out the rookie leaderboard. A confident, efficient group of scorers over the last 10 games. Donovan Klingon, number 1. Shepard, he's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson against Sharp. And here's Avdia. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Klingon, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's a look at some stats for Amin Thompson.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Now here's Şengün. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. A good chunk of the season is past us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But BA, the rookies, they're learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
Here's Shepard. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Adams is checked in.
For your Rockets, number 12.
Blazers trail by 4. Klingon up top. Back to Sharp. Here's Holiday. Misses off the right iron.
2 minutes remaining in the
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Smith finds Thompson. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Adams. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Sharp with it, working on Thompson.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And looking at the Blazers, Stan, how impressed have you been with their development?
Well, very impressed, especially with the strong finish to last season. They were not interested in bottoming out for better draft odds, and with the talent already on their roster, there's plenty of room for optimism.
Now here's Avdia. Still without a bucket. Holiday up top. Pass to Sharp. Back to Holiday. It's Sharp on the wing. Over Thompson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Now Durant. Houston working the ball around. Hey, from beyond the arc. Avdia pulls it in. Outside Holiday. Pass to Klingon. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Substitution on the board.
Does it for the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up by 4, and we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one, and taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP. Know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Murray out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Reith in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Adams. And it's Reith with the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Grant. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play.
First personal.
That one on tape.
And a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way for Grant. He finds a way to make the most of his chances.
Davison, he's checked in for Houston. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, with a guy like Grant, you know he's going to find ways to contribute across the board.
Adams, shot's good.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Pass to Sissoko. Here's Reith. Adams covering. Here's Sissoko. Just 5 on the clock. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Trailblazers ball.
And now we'd like to bring you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are this season's team leaders in blocks. The Rockets in 5th.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Crawford's checked in for Davison. Then for Portland, Kamara, he's checked in for Murray. Avdia comes in for Sissoko. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Love. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. BA, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Ali. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston.
City, Texas.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Holiday. Back to Kamara. Portland moving it around. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great hops. Avdia got way up there.
And after not winning a title for the first 11 years of his career, Drew Holiday finally breaks through in 2021, Coach.
And another in 2024. Wherever Holiday has gone during his career, he's fit like a glove, B.A. He's an experienced veteran and a leader both on and off the floor.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Avdia against Durant. 5 on the clock. Goes up at the stripe. Portland with a rebound. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was in Houston.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find a handle.
Here's Grant. After the basket by Houston. Back to Holiday. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to
The
outwork
Rockets
it.
call.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Amin Thompson in for Tate. Then for Portland, Klingon comes in for Reith. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Grant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Shepard. Back to Thompson. Durant for 3. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
For years, Durant has spoiled us with his incredible shot-making ability.
Holiday passes to Sharp. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, a statement play by the rookie Klingon, using his size to rattle the rim.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? 1:56 left in the half. Smith with a screen on Holiday. And here's Shepard for 3. And it's Portland with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
That goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp.
Houston ball.
And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kevin Durant.
Seeing his rebounding numbers go down doesn't come as a surprise. When you're in the league as long as he's been, you start to think about taking care of your body, the longevity part. That might mean being slightly less aggressive around those young bucks near the hoop. But he's still a valuable piece to have on this roster.
Now here's Sharp. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Here's Kamara. Outside Holiday. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, the veteran floor general Holiday is a fantastic distributor, someone that understands how to involve his teammates.
Now here's Durant. He's got 11. Pass to Smith. No good on the 3. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Avdia passes to Sharp. To the inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam
The
dunk.
assist.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Durant against Avdia. Avdia with a steal. The shot comes out. It's been all about Jeremy Grant for Portland. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break.
24.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Houston Rockets. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the... And now let's talk about our featured game and what Jeremy Grant was doing in those 2 quarters.
Absolutely fearless. So much offensive explosiveness out of Grant, man. He's shifty and finishes strong.
A big man who can run the floor like he does, it's a big advantage.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the 3rd period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Inside, Smith and Şengün. Amen Thompson out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Durant in at the 3. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Portland shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. Clingan at the line for 1.
And one look at Donovan Clingan, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
And Şengün gets it to go.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Durant against Avdia. Pass to Clingan. Shot clock at 3. Here's Kamara. Tries again. Clingan's shot is off. Rockets trail by 6. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Denny Avdia.
Defense gets a little too close to Durant there, and he smartly makes sure to pick up the foul while shooting.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throws good from Durant. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender. Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Three-pointer Sharp. Drains the triple. Sharp's got 5 points.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. It looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Durant. He's got 13, and it's good for 2.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Check in on a rookie watch. The best 3-point shooters during the last month. Donovan Clingan is second.
He's been simply on fire from deep during this past month. He knows he's got the green light to fire from distance whenever he's given the opportunity.
Trailblazers lead by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Guys, back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
Back to Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Pass to Avdia. Clingan with a screen. To the middle. And the powerful one-handed slam.
First, Clingan screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Houston working the ball around. Now here's Durant. Here's the 3. Sharp grabs a miss.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
That one falls.
Assisted.
Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
Well, you see how poised Avdia is. Just a terrific job getting inside and crashing in.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Durant against Avdia. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Holiday passes to Avdia. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And Houston making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Now here's Durant. He's got 21. Launches it. Great D that time from Kamara. And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. Leading by 5. Pass to Klingon. Outside Holiday. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And here's Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Portland ball.
And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Adams checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Durant. And Holiday subbed in for Thompson. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Reith, he's checked in for Klingon. Murray comes in for Kamara. Sissoko, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Avdia in for Drew Holiday.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Shepard, defended by Avdia. Shot clock at 5. Shepard, that's good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 3. And we're just moments away. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. We've got Denny Avdia, Jeremy Grant out there with Murray, and it's Sissoko in at shooting guard. Avdia attacking, and here's Grant from the arc. Tate grabs the board.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Shepard. Free throw line jumper. The shot misses.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Holiday. Houston with another miss.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Rockets making a change here. Durant's checked in. And also a switch here for Portland. Klingon's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen. So don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Grant. Back to Avdia. Here's Sissoko. Murray for 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. Thompson, he's checked in for Tate. Then for Portland, Kamara, he's checked in for Grant. Sharp comes in for Sissoko. And Holiday subbed in for Murray. Rockets trail by 3. Adams with a screen on Avdia. Avdia against Durant. He gets it in there. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense. It's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Avdia finds Sharp. Shoots over Thompson. Another one falls for Portland.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Durant way outside. They get it back. Adams. And the basket is good.
They managed to get the rebound, but that's an area where they've been struggling tonight.
Klingon inside. Adams covering. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Now Şengün. Stolen by Sharp. Holiday outside. Knocked away. To take the lead. And he lays it in.
He was no stranger to big buckets in college. And Shepherd letting it fly there in a big spot.
Outside Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Adams pulls it down. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. They double-team Durant. Adams a screen. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
Outside Sharp. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Okogie comes in for Shepherd. Durant against Avdia. Oh, it's off! For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Shaedon Sharp. And the 3 misses. For Houston, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Now Durant. Oh, it misses.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Outside Kamara. Here's Avdia. Clock at 4. Holiday fires. Money from 3.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant. Oh, the long ball, no good. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Team foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Josh Okogie. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Portland. Sharp at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaedon Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving. Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Third team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers.
Take a break.
Sharp.
2 shots.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And so Portland takes the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.